And you're up.
All right. Hi guys, can everybody hear me? Oh, they can't answer, can they? Because they're on mute. Hopefully they can hear me. All right. So a lot has been going on. I hope everybody is doing well. I sent out an email on Wednesday, I believe it was, to kind of go over some of the rapidly changing things that have been going on. Last night, we got another notification that some more of our products are gone. This is like industry-wide. This is not just our company, that they are streamlining a lot of the products that they're offering. This means that basically the four major types of loans, conventional, FHA, USDA, and VA, are going to be the only ones that we're really going to be offering. Not any of the niche products, which are products that have to do with like self-employed borrowers who don't qualify because they don't have 2 years of taxes, or maybe acreage properties, or things like that. We're not seeing any of those stick around. Our credit score requirements have gone up tremendously. So our first rollout it went from the regular scores for VA were 600, FHA was 580, USDA was 640, and conventional was 620. They bumped them all up a few days ago to 640. This morning, we just got a 660 update. So that means that anybody that falls within those parameters of a lower credit score, if the loan was locked, we'll continue moving forward with it with only one extension of 15 days or less. But if, for example, something falls apart and it has to go longer, then those clients will not qualify anymore. So it's going to be, all of the loan companies are going to be doing this. They're hedging their bets against what the market's going to do. Everybody is super concerned with forbearances, which I explained a little bit in my email. Forbearances where you have 3 months of payments that are deferred, tacked on to the end, and in the fourth month, you're going to be making all 4 payments. Not a great idea. Borrowers aren't saving money at this time. They're not making money at this time. So how the heck they think they're going to come up with 4 months of payments in one shot is going to be an issue. And so I would avoid, suggesting clients go that route. Also, I mentioned in there, just to kind of caveat of this, is that if they miss a payment, if they're 30-day late and they want to turn around and finance after that 30-day late, most products are going to require a full year after that late payment before they can finance again. So that's a huge issue, and I know clients are having issues making their payments. Some of them are, and it's legitimate, but if they do come to you and ask for advice, at least share that, or have them come to me and ask questions. Okay, so going back to the loan products and the credit scores, when you have clients that you're accepting offers for, if you're the listing agent, please make sure that you're calling that pre-approval person, whoever they are that the buyer is getting qualified with, and make sure that they have checked that day their parameters and run the client through and have a recent credit report. Make sure the client has a job, because unfortunately right now you saw the news, it's 6.6 million, not billion, people that are unemployed. So if clients are on furlough, we cannot finance them. If they are on unemployment, we cannot finance them. They have to be back to work. We're going to see some significant gaps in employment. That's if it's longer than 30 days, then that's also going to be an underwriting issue. However, it's a worldwide issue, so we are hoping for some guidance on what to do with that once we all hopefully get back to normal pretty quickly. So I would, just be sure, and then if you've got a buyer that wants to make an offer, make sure you're calling the loan officer, because we're all real busy right now. It's real crazy because we've got a lot of purchases, a lot of refinances, and people make mistakes. And so, not to make excuses, but if that lender got busy and wrote a pre-approval, didn't check things out, have them double check. Just make sure that they're doing the right thing, because you don't want to get into contract and have to back out. So I had talked a little bit also about the tax situation. The IRS has been given the task of giving all of these people these stimulus checks. So they are no longer doing tax transcripts. So probably doesn't mean anything to you, but basically what happens is if you've got some borrowers that on the prelim have a tax lien, and that means like a state or federal tax lien, or they have an installment plan because they haven't paid their taxes, but now they're trying to pay their taxes. This is going to be a difficult thing to get from the IRS at this time, and that may actually stop the progress of your transaction. So that's something we usually see on the credit report, so we usually have a clue about that unless it's very, very, very old and probably already satisfied or paid for. So the lender should already have kind of a clue about that, but sometimes, again, things get missed, and if that situation happens, that could halt your transaction. So be reading your prelims all the way through and make sure that you're paying attention to that too, because it never hurts to have some double checks. Let's see, what are some of the other things that I said on the email? You didn't read my email? I kind of want to open it up for questions because I really honestly don't want to sit here and talk the whole time. So can you unmute everybody? Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
All
Hey.
right. So if you guys have any questions, you guys are all unmuted.
No. Hey, I got a question.
Okay.
Hey, this is Hector. Hey, are these plans going away, or these programs going away because of COVID-19? Is that what's happening, or have these always been in play?
Okay, so that's a good question, and I just remembered something that I want to talk about after this. So, yeah, so these programs are going away because basically what happens is lenders are on servicing. So what that means, I heard it. That's bad. Can you turn that off?
It's probably mine.
Okay. You guys hear me okay now? Yes. Okay. So what's going on is that the servicer, that's how they make their money. So you do a loan with your loan officer, and
Person's name, date of birth.
Company that they do it for, they actually sell the servicing, and there's an incentive from the servicing company to the lender to actually make it beneficial for them to do that. And right now, the servicing factor is 0. It's a little technical.
Hey, we're getting quite a bit of feedback.
No, me too. I can hear it. Who is it?
Getting some feedback. I'm going to blame Hector.
Okay, sorry.
No, just.
Okay, can you get? Yeah, I can hear no feedback now. So, okay, so here's the deal: is that the reason why I go into that is because the lenders are hedging their bets right now that they're not going to be able to service those loans, and that's how they make their money. So they only want to do loan products that are going to be easily sold to the servicers. And the servicers have 0 appetites for crazy loans where the borrowers barely qualify, which is what's called QM loans. So they don't fit traditional parameters. Loans that are considered risky, like manufactured lending, because they're a depreciating asset. Loans where the borrowers may default. So history shows the lower the credit score, the quicker they're going to default. So that's why you're seeing these increased parameters. You're seeing it because the lenders are hedging their bets. They only want to do loans where they're going to know they're going to perform. They're going to make their payments. If they do have to sell them, the servicers will be buying them, and they're going to have a successful long-term relationship with these loans. That being said, I have amazing news because yesterday we also found out that we are 100% servicing all of our loan files. And this is absolutely amazing news because you're going to start to see, if this prolongs like it did when we were all in business in 2008, is that you're going to see lenders, you're going to see lots of people dropping off because they're not able to sell these loans anymore. They don't have the assets to maintain the servicing like my company does. So they're not profitable anymore. They're not making any money. And so they're not going to want to be doing lending anymore. They're not going to be able to. They're going to go away, kind of like the banks were doing, in 2008 and stuff. And so it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. I know that seems gloom and doom, but we have to pay attention to what's going on in the economy. The economy's not going to rebound in 2 seconds. Yes, it was a very, very healthy economy, but this is going to affect it. And so that's what they're going to be doing for a while, is they're going to be pricing. So you're going to see a little higher interest rates, even though it should be a lot lower. And you're going to see the reduced parameters. Okay, he wants to talk.
By your
Thank you. Have a good day. Be safe.
your closet.
Hector, does that make sense? I ramble. I'm sorry.
Yes, it does. And to me, I think this is, it just seems that lenders are getting prepared and, for
Yeah.
what's going to happen. And at the same time, what you've said about servicing your own loans, I've heard of lenders running out of money. Is that, it's always possible, but do you think that'll happen with Academy?
Oh no.
Okay.
They have zero debt, so they're Mormon based, and so that is in alliance with their religion, and so they actually have a ton of. They've serviced their loans in the past, so we have a large loan servicing department, and what that did is it drove down our rates like crazy yesterday. We
Okay.
had a betterment in pricing for 1.5, so it's gonna make the lenders as well that are servicing on loans be able to kick the butts of everybody else on their interest rates too. And so not because we can control it. We are controlling the rate that we're projecting out. Now the economy is still going to have an effect. They're going to look at the bonds and the stock market and liquidity and such price of loans because that makes sense. But as far as any overlays and things, there aren't going to be because we control everything. But that's also why we're increasing the credit score because we only want to service the good ones.
And, thank you for that.
Yeah. Do you have a follow-up question, or is that okay?
No, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, what is, we know rates were at like incredible lows, 3.25, 3.5, then they went up a point. Where's a 30-year, conventional loan now? I know that's a pretty general statement, but are we under 4s again, or are we above 4?
I am. So my pricing, I was in low 4s for a while until they did their reprice. Now I'm seeing like 3.65.
Wow. Okay.
And these are good clients. I'm talking, the good credit scores. But I'm seeing not so great pricing in government products. And it's supposed to be getting better, but I'm talking mostly about conventional loans. Because we are seeing a bigger differential between the lows of the government loans and now their rates now than we are with conventional. Conventional, I locked a refi yesterday at 3.375, 30-year fixed, good equity, good credit, with a small buy down, very small buy down, but that's very competitive. I Googled like Quicken the other day, for example, and they were 3.875, 3.9. That's a huge differential. And I know that they're concerned, just to pick on a company, they have huge servicing concerns right now. And so you're going to start seeing that. I mean, they're one of the biggest lenders in the nation, and they're obviously raising their interest rates to protect themselves. So you're going to see a discrepancy between rates huge right now between lenders. It isn't the old, oh, we all get the rates from the same place, we should be similar. It isn't. You're going to see it be bigger and bigger and bigger as this goes longer.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, if there's no other questions, then I guess we are done with our meeting.
Just reach out to me individually, please. I would love to help and see if I could guide you guys in any questions you have too, because I feel like I might have been forgetting. There's so much going on. It's daily. So, thanks, guys.
All right, so this meeting has been recorded, and I will send it out through email to everybody. Thank you for attending. Hopefully everyone's safe at home, still being productive. Remember, Pam, Mary Lisa, and myself are available if you guys need help with anything. So don't hesitate to give us a call. Talk to you soon. This will end the meeting. Thanks. Bye.